state of Texas, only one matchup goes by the name of Revivalry. So everybody open their hymnals to the same page. Come under the tent as we come together with one accord for these old foes to clash again. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Baylor Bears, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Paul. The Bears will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So TCU's offense will have the ball first. Man, did we have a classic last year between the Bears and the Horned Frogs. You know, games that end on last-second field goals always etched into the memory banks, and I'm betting that there was a party in Waco. Might have even included some dancing until the wee out. It's a seam wide open. He's inside the 40, the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Baylor Bears offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. He lobs one high down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Horned Frogs will have it 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. 4 wideouts set 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man downfield. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quick strike complete. They'll spot the ball up to 12 after that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll pull it on the read. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And after yet another 3rd down conversion, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Trying to find the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. James Madison is making it look easy today. A special performance that would make the 4th president of the United States proud. They're up 14 over Virginia. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Hawkins. Breaks into the open. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
The Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Here on third down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to pass. It's Robertson. Got it set up on the outside. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. So now it's second and long. The give to the tailback. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. That first punt was a beauty. Did take another one just like it. Fields the punt, looking for daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. He's got it down the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Grab near the marker. It's McAllister. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bears will line up to punt it away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. To throw, it's Hoover. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back looking for room. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. With the catch, it's McAllister. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Use the play fake, now to throw. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tight end now in motion. The play action fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal for the offense. Looking to fire. Going for 6. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 11 over Vanderbilt. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The inside handoff. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Dumps it off in the flats.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pulls it in. It's Prentice. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. Kick is in the air. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Brings up 2nd down.
Power football with the run. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go between the Bears and Frogs. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. Baylor and TCU. Seems like this game almost always delivers. Fellas, let's send things back to you.
The Horned Frogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Back to pass, it's Robertson. They're working that left side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Prentice. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Turning it on. Got the first down and more.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. The Bears send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for space. It's Payne. Got the first down. Looking for more. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snags it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Finds his big tight end. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Back to pass. Trying to bull his way in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Motion from the back. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just...
And the ball's free in the end zone. A loose pigskin in the end zone, and the defense is all over it. A fumble recovery for a touchdown.
And how about this defense? Pinning their ears back, being aggressive near the goal line. They could smell it, maybe trying to get the safety, but even better, force the fumble, fall on top of it. Touchdown for this defense.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll start and return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. To the air, it's Hoover. He's got the tight end. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he's brought down after a nice game. They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. Gonna run it. It's Payne. There he goes. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now the play fake.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll move the tight end. He'll do it himself. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Big fella moving. And they will score. Touchdown, TCU. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Final play of the quarter coming. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Baylor! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Cincinnati is on top. They played awfully well today, and though that's not Desmond Ritter out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 11 over Michigan State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Rides to back and leaves it. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Hoover. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
The Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Weeks Plays like this aren't tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Makes the grab. It's Brown. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Bears will hustle to the line. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. Gets away from one. Here on 3rd down. White wants to throw it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He wants to go deep. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on 4th down. Instead, they back up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. You know, when these two first met in 1899, both schools were located in Waco. Of course, TCU eventually relocated, and relocating the Frogs in the conference realignment race over the years has stoked the fires of this rivalry.
And it's weird because Reese covered that game. And I know that because he was the sideline reporter. It was a 0-0 tie. Yes, both teams from the same region. So a lot on the line. We've seen some excitement with these rivalry games. And with this matchup, Jesse, I'm excited about today.
Me too. And I think when you think about Texas football, everyone's always talking about Texas versus Texas A&M. Don't forget about Baylor TCU. These fan bases do not like each other, and the action on the field seemingly always delivers.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. And the Horned Frogs line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Finds a tight end. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Now setting up shop in the red zone. They'll run it. It's Battle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Had to get rid of it quickly. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Working the middle. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. From the gun, give on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. White going to attack through the air. The sure hands, it's Porter.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Caught behind the line, it's Porter. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Touchdown Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They'll line up to go for 2. He's looking to throw. Knocked down for the tackle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
38, Baylor, 20.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Breaks into the open. Running to Green. At the 20. Touchdown, Horned Frog. And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Snags it quickly on the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? White wants to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Turner. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. The Bears really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. So TCU pulls out the victory over Baylor. You know those Horned Frogs will celebrate and exercise bragging rights until they meet again. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.